Hey guys, back on the test server here. I'm showing you Cainan, and yeah, he probably will be the new limited in the anniversary. So he seems pretty cool, I think, this Lucifer style. And yeah, let's go over his kit. He's a tactician, so he can move. He's doing single target physical attack, true damage, a dual target attack, displacement, obviously, because he's a tactician, and he can hit anti-air. Let's have a look at the stats. Pretty good HP pool here. Then we have 5,573 attack. That's also quite good, I would say. Cost of 18, a little bit on the higher side. He blocks 2. That's normal. Attack interval is already reduced because I have him geared. Yeah, seems pretty solid on that side. Then we should have a look at the talent first. He's deployable on Aether ground or platform tiles. So I think besides Valara, he's the only tactician by now who can do that and who can move between those tiles. That's pretty good. Each time the hero uses a basic attack to deal damage, he gains 1 stack of headwind. Stacks up to 6 times. Each stack additionally increases the hero's crit damage by 10%. Okay, so every time he's doing a basic attack, he gets 10% more crit damage. And this does not have a cooldown, right? So this is permanent, I think. Oh no, here it says it consumes all stacks. Okay, so it would be permanent, but yeah. For every 6 instances of damage dealt, deals 160% damage to one enemy with the highest attack and range, and consumes all headwind stacks. So it's a big hit with this 160% damage, and yeah, at that point he has a crit damage increase of 60%, and then he's starting it from 0. During Ascendant form, which we will see later, for every 6 instances of damage dealt by basic attack, it deals 320% damage to up to 2 enemies with the highest attack in range. Yeah. We can go over this now, I think. Expands the attack range, gains immunity to most debuffs, and increases attack by 50%. Basic attacks inflict burning on the target for 5 seconds. Triggering the talent in this form does not consume headwind. Okay, that's pretty good. So we are not using the headwind stacks, so it stays at plus 60% crit damage increase, and for every 6 instances we're doing a 320% damage to up to 2 enemies. Yeah, because he is a dual target unit. Okay, yeah. Physical attack attacks one enemy and dealing 120% attack with that attack range. So it's basically the Valara attack range, but 1 tile on the middle less. But it's still nice to see what he can hit. Then we have the Ascendant form. Each attack deals 160% damage 1 time to up to 2 enemies each. So he's doing more damage. Also to... Oh yeah, no. If there's only 1 enemy in range, he's just doing 60% damage 2 times instead. So he's doing more damage to each enemy, even if there are 2 enemies in range. And if there is only 1 enemy, he's just doing this 120%, because 2 times 60 is also 120%. Yeah. While in Ascendant form, every 5 seconds, heals up to 5 allied heroes within 2 tiles for 8% of their max HP, and deals a total of 200% true damage to up to 5 enemies within 2 tiles. So he's also a healer, but with every 5 seconds he cannot keep our other heroes alive in stressful situations, I think. But he can help a little bit, and he's doing 200% true damage, which is good, to up to 5 enemies. Each time a healing or damage effect from inner fire, which was this passive, is triggered on a target, extends the remaining duration of Ascended form by 1 second. Yeah. Okay, so if we have 5 allied heroes in range and let's say 1 or 2 enemies, let's say 1, then he's doing healing on 5 allied heroes and and damage to 1 enemy. So this is triggered 6 times. So every 5 seconds he gets, because it's not it does not say anything here. So every 5 seconds, if you have 5 heroes in range, he's extending the duration by 5 seconds. So it's infinite right here. Yeah. If you have 5 enemies or 5 or 5 allied heroes, then you don't need more. It's already infinite on that time. Yeah, now let's have a look at the ultimate. Yeah. Obviously, he can move with this ultimate because he's a tactician, and he can teleport to an unoccupied tile within 4 tiles. So same as Valara. Entering, oh yes, here he's entering Ascendant form. And when we have a look at this little preview video here, then we can see the normal form. He's just not using his different colored angel wings here, but yeah, on Ascendant form he is doing that. Afterward, immediately triggers 1 special talent attack. So this one with the 320% damage, because it's in the Ascendant form, dealing an extra 300% damage 1 time to the target. If already in Ascendant form, restores 50% rage and extends the remaining duration of Ascendant form by 2 seconds. Yeah. So we already know he can be in the Ascendant form infinite time if you have at least 5 allied heroes and or 5 enemies, which he can hit every 5 seconds. Yeah, and they have to be in the range of 2 tiles, but that should not be the problem. Then I think this 50% rage regeneration is just to have more possibilities to switch between the tiles, I think. Yeah, otherwise he can stay in that form doing lots of damage and so on. Then we have the Bond still with Jezebel, increases the The hero deals to an enemy by 6% for each debuff they have, up to an increase of 24%. So he is doing one debuff, the burning, in his ascendant form. If I remember that correctly. Yeah, here it is. And yeah, if you have him on a infernal team, then I think you have more burning debuffs. But yeah, it don't have to be in the same faction, so it's any debuff on the boss. Then you have a pretty good damage increase here. So then he also have an exclusive artifact, Absolution, increases damage by 35% after maintaining Ascendant form for a total of 60 seconds, permanently increases attack by 10%, which is, I would say, in a fight where he should be good, always the case, because yeah, you can be infinite time in this Ascendant form, so yeah, you want this passive. Yeah, then we have the awakenings. As you can see, I already awakened him to A1 because this is a really interesting awakening. When on a ground tile, the hero deals normal damage, which he's also doing on a platform tile at A0. And when he's on a platform tile and you have his A1, the hero deals magical damage. So you can not only switch between platform and ground tiles, you can also doing magical and physical damage with him, depending what you need. So the best content for that would be Abyss 1 or maybe Abyss 2 soon or something else. We will see. He can just switch and do damage in every phase as in Abyss 1. And that will help lots of people who are struggling in one of the phases, let's say magical. So then you have here a damage dealer which is helping on both phases and probably is doing a good damage. So that's helping a lot. I think depending on the future contents, because I already beat Abyss 1 and most of the people in endgame already did that too. But I think we are getting more things like that. Then A2, attack plus 300% is normal. A3, when a basic attack deals damage to different targets during Ascendant form, reduces the hero's attack interval by 25% for 5 seconds. Yeah, that means this brings nothing if you are attacking Abyss 1, because there is only one enemy. This is only for attacking more enemies, 2 or more, because every 5 seconds he can hit 5 if he is in Ascendant form. And then we have the reduction of attack interval by 25%. So if he's constantly attacking 2 or more targets, then you have this also every time, right? Because every time when he triggers a basic attack, so attack interval reduction by 25% when you hit more targets. Then A4, after performing a talent attack. So talent was that every 6 basic attacks, he's doing a big hit, inflicts defense reduction or magic reduction of 20% on targets based on the hero's tile. Yeah, so if he's on a ground tile, you will do the defense reduction because he's doing physical attack, and if he's on a platform tile, we are getting this magic res reduction. Then let's look at the F5 after casting Angel of Ruin, which is his ultimate, grants a debuff immunity of 3 seconds to all allied heroes within 2 tiles. Yeah. What is that? Where can we use that? I don't know. Maybe in some sort of contents where we got freeze or poison, but I think this is not so important right now. But if we get some content in the future, then this will getting more important. But right now, I don't think we will need that for anything specific here. But yeah, up to A4, these are pretty good. Where you need the A1 only for Abyss 1 right now, I think. And the A3 just for dual targeting. And yeah, A4 is obviously always good if you don't have any other heroes which are providing that reductions. Yeah, that's him. We will look at the test in Abyss 1 soon. This is the gear I'm using, so it's just a Cataclysm with an Infernal exclusive. You could also use an Watcher exclusive. I think Watcher should be better, but I don't have that much. That many good Watcher exclusives on the test server because this is only 12 seconds after the ultimate, and he's not doing it so constantly. But yeah, let's see you soon for the testing. Hello guys, we are back to test Cainan on Abyss 1. And yeah, these are the teams I'm using. You could also use an Infernal team instead of as a Terracist, and put Cainan in there if you want or not. I don't know if that makes a big difference damage-wise, but I would say let's do a playtest here. Okay, so we will begin with Draylin, Igiri, Numera. Then let's place some healers. Nastia here. Then Wukong there. And Ingrid here. And yeah, as we have Cainan A1, if we place him on a ground tile, he's doing physical damage, and when we place him on a upper tile, platform tile, then he's doing magical damage. So we begin there. And yeah, let's go ahead. Let's open the damage calculator here. And Kigiri, Aelin. So use the last ultimates here in that phase. You can see we could ultimate with Cainan to bring him in his other form, but if we do that, we have to decide the tile now, and boss is going to magical phase real quick, so we want to move him to the platform tile. As soon as this text appears, so yeah, let's do Numera and Cainan onto the platform tile. In the meantime, we only have Kigiri in the range of this meteoric deluge, so he will also not be targeted there. Let's do Aelin. Numera. Yeah, and we can see that damage is pretty good. But yeah, we have to remember that he's doing damage in every phase, so that's probably the thing, because otherwise he would not be that high. Now boss will go back to physical form, so we are doing this ultimates, and as soon as Cainan is ready, we place him down to the ground tile to switch back to physical damage. Yeah, damage wise, I think we are fine. I don't know if we can reach the 60k here with that team, but it's just a showcase of Cainan's damage here. So let's switch to magical real soon. So we move Cainan back up to the platform tile. Okay. So now let's see if we can break this shield here. Maybe if we can do one Numera ultimate here. Yeah, that should work. Yes. Now let's see. Okay, we are in physical form back again, so let's move him down here and let's remove the magic damage dealer, so the healers have a little bit less stressful time here. We can also remove Numera here, because we only want to do this last stage. Should we remove Ingrid? Yeah, I think we can. I don't know if we're passive. Let's bring many damage here, so... Oh yeah. That's not good. Let's switch Dao-chan, so... Nope. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I think we should have built Nerissa with a little bit more of HP. Then this should have worked. But yeah, nearly 60k, so it's definitely possible. And yes, Cainan is doing the best damage here, even though Kigiri could not use his full potential in this last phase. Otherwise, I think he should be higher. And he's not as good geared as the Kigiri on my global server, so... Yeah, pretty good for an A1, I think. So, we saw that he can do very good damage on magic and physical side. And I think we are getting more contents where this is needed, because Moonton is doing this very often. First bring the heroes and then bring the contents where the heroes are good at. So we should definitely go for him, everyone, because he probably is the limited one in the anniversary. And the only question is, how many awakenings should we go for? I would say the A1, if you need the Abyss one still. And otherwise, yeah, of course you can also put some Soulstone into him, but yeah, dual target. He needs to be tested in Arisdale, but she's not opened right now on the test server, so I cannot test that. But yeah, I think we did not get anyone who has reached the highest score right now in the fight with Arisdale. I don't know yet, but we also want this one, I think. Yeah, this depends on the other heroes you have on the team, and yeah, I'm not sure about the F5, but I think we want to put him to A3, and yeah, otherwise I will bring him a little bit higher with some soul stones. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.